And fuel? I'm only fuel in the other thing, in the input box.
Here, let's do this.
All right. It's like majority of almost everything that was in there. Time for the sort button to come in.
I know, right? But that's going to be in Alpha 12. All right, that will be our fuel container.
Did you use a deco thing? Oh, okay.
Actually, I think I'm just going to leave the minigun in here. We can put weapons in the box with this stuff as well. Let's see. Give me the medicines, medical device. Okay.
My new pew pew. Couple more levels, I can do the tier 2 shotgun.
You already have a tier 2 multi-tool, right?
Yippers.
Alright, so I'll use this one. Alright. I believe we are good with everything. Okay. You want to head over to the
CV.
CV and we'll see about taking that out. Yeah, you should be able to make up a core. In fact, let me do this.
Make a couple cores. Can I take the HV? Yeah, I should take the HV.
Yes, take the HV, and here's what I'm going to do. I am transferring the full blocks that you're going to want to use. Okay, that's all that I actually have in here that you're going to want to use. And then I'm going to change the input to, or the output to the full blocks box.
Yeah, the bottom green one.
Yeah. You got a core here.
Yeah, there's 2 cores. There's
fuel, oxygen.
Can you send me the waypoint, the landmark to that CV? Because I don't think I have it. I have some other stuff.
I sent it to you. That's one of the first things we did when we got here. But
is it? There's small CV and CV warp. I don't have anything else.
I just shared junk capital vessel. Don't forget to click the little public icon on the top right. It'll show up as a purple thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how you share them.
Okay. So it's way up north. Okay.
All right, what you're gonna need. Can you make the larger generator?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or like not the really big ones, but the level
next
10
tier.
one.
Yeah, the next tier. For a base or capital vessel?
Yeah, the 1x3 one.
No, I don't have it unlocked. I can, but I don't have the points to unlock because I was doing other stuff.
Okay, then in that case, let me unlock them. That's why I don't go ahead and unlock things.
But I had so many. I have 9 left. I can't buy anything.
You do have the thing for the thrusters, right?
Yes, not this. Just the medium ones, the 2x2 or the 1x2s.
The 2x1s. Yeah, yeah. That's all we. All right. Let me make
some of those.
Those, and then.
Doesn't the ship already have a bunch of them?
It has some, but it doesn't have all of them.
So if I get the thing flyable, you want me to fly it back here?
Actually, that's probably a good idea if you can get it flyable, but I doubt you'll be able to get it flyable without,
No, I can, even without an RCS, I can probably get it to work.
All right, I'm going to make one large tier 1 generator, and then fuel tanks. I'm going to make two tier 2 fuel tank.
Drop them into my HV.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
I'm wondering if we should make a defense tower for this campsite we have. We call it base.
Okay, there you go. I wouldn't worry about it because once you get back here, we're going to be transferring all these devices to the capital vessel.
That's true.
So,
but we will have to make a base up in space, right? We'll all have to.
Yeah, you'll have to repair the base in space, and I figure that'll be our base of operations from that point on.
Okay, I'm going to activate rank 4 of the engineering thingy.
All right, I'm going to take oxygen and fuel and fill up my scout.
Get the shields in?
Nope. No, because I need the what do you call it? The CPU for it.
Well, I made a CPU extender somewhere. I saw it when I was transferring things over.
I need 2 tier 3 CPU extenders.
Really? Yeah, just for the shield, it's crazy.
Yeah, because the tier 1 would just be 15,000, and the shield itself is 16,000 plus. The shield itself is 16,300. So. Let me do this real quick. You've got your this.
So we're really low on silicon ore, but we got buttloads of ingots. Actually, all the ores are pretty low. Do we have any rocks?
Yeah.
We don't have any rocks.
Hold on. Can you can make armor? Can you make me a suit of light armor?
Yep. Or there's the 2 that are in my thing that are busted up though.
Yeah, I'd rather have light armor that's not busted up. Because I was gonna add this multi-boost to it.
Okay, I got 2 keyed up because I'm gonna swap out mine because it's. I don't plan on fighting yet.
Yeah, we'll just use like the heavy armor and medium armors for combat and when we're doing adventuring and such. Whereas with the light armor, what I like to do is I have a suit of light armor with 2 multi-boosts in it that I use as my just when I'm working armor. Because with 2 multi-boosts, your food is at 80% usage rather than 100 plus. You actually use less food with that equipped than with no armor.
Yeah. I don't have enough to make thrusters for the CV.
Enough stuff?
Yeah, I need flux coils. Not even, including the small ones.
We can find the
More
stuff for that, I guess. We'll have to Well, first, what I would do is I would go up there, put the core on, see what thrusters it has, and salvage what you can from that. And don't forget, there are other capital vessels in the area you can salvage thrusters off of.
So I'm gonna make a couple more cores and throw them into my HV. I know there's more out there, or other ships that I could strip down and make them.
I'm gonna go ahead and start looking for this base for you.
The one in space, in orbit.
Yeah. I love this scout ship.
Did you get your armor?
Yes.
Okay, there's another one in here I made. I guess I made too many.
You made 2. I've got 1.
Yeah, there's one in here. I must have clicked it 3. I don't know.
I only saw 2 making up, and then as soon as I heard you pull something out, but then I looked back and there were still only 2 in there. And one was just finishing when I looked in there.
I did grab it from there. I came right in front of you and grabbed it.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then I went to my ship to put it on and put the booster on. Oh.
I see.
Maybe it's a glitch.
Ooh. I see a ghost ship.
Really? What do you mean by a ghost ship?
I mean a ghost ship. It's a junk, floating pile of junk that's flying on its own.
Really?
Yeah, because I put ghost ships in this game. You didn't know that?
I'm not even sure what you mean by ghost. Do you mean the faction ghost, or?
Okay. It is an alien faction ship that looks like a wreckage of a CV, but it is flying.
But it's floating. It's like it's dead?
No.
Or
it is freighter.
Oh, you're in
flying.
space. You're in space. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking on the maps like, where are you?
So if we were to take its thrusters out, we could actually loot it. Every ghost ship has a epic loot crate. But it's moving too fast for me to actually get out and try to find it while it's flying. Ooh, and something just warped in over here. What is this? This is a Polaris freighter. This is a Polaris carrier.
You can land in it, can't you?
Well, it's one of the little freighters. It's also, this one is not moving as fast. It is moving, but slowly. Whereas that ghost ship, that thing was moving.
Oh, there's like 2 crashed capital vessels nearby that place, so there might be stuff I can use.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You can salvage it from there.
But they're POI vessels. They're base ships that look like ships. But it should still have the parts. Why am I so slow?
Yeah, it might still have the parts. All right, so we've got a Polaris freighter and an alien ghost ship that are like going right next to each other. Right.
I really wish that the different factions would fight each other.
Yeah, so do I.
That'd be so much fun to watch.
The ghost ship doesn't have any weapons on it anyway. But with the ghost ships, I made it look creepy because they have bright green glowing lights on the interior, and I hid them so you can't really find the lights unless you're taking the ship apart. And so it just looks like a weird green glow
CV, right?
Has possessed the ship. Yeah. It's like, it looks like a weird green glow has possessed the ship and is causing a wreck to fly that would otherwise be inoperable. Encounter with a ghost ship. I think that's what I'll call this episode. Unfortunately, I don't have any weapons on this thing to try to take out the thrusters to try to get into it and find that thing. Actually, if I come out in front of it.
Oh wow, the marker went away that you had here. I know where it
Yeah,
is.
no,
but
it's going way too fast. No, I
no,
can't.
the marker that you left for the CV that you want me to salvage just disappeared.
Yeah, it did that when I came into space, didn't it?
Or came back from space because you're in space and it was still there.
unless it just did it. If you went
just
if
the
you
last
got
minute.
Close. Did you get close to it?
No,
or
I'm
did
not
it
even
just
close.
disappear
I'm still
randomly?
4 meters away or 4 kilometers out.
I don't know.
I'm going I'm going slower than that was when I was going home. I'm going 8 meters a second because of that the generator that's in the back.
Oh wow, yeah.
If only I could make it so that, or there's like a block that you can attach another block to that causes it to rotate. So I can change. You can put a thruster on it and have it rotate the thruster to a different direction and use that for that direction.
It would be interesting if you could do that. If you could like, well, I would even be happy if they had like just a multi-directional thruster, so that it's one device that
goes everywhere.
You can, I would think goes 2 separate directions, or even a diagonal thrust, sort of, that would thrust back into the right, so that it provides thrust back and right.
The closest thing to that would be those repulsor hover things.
Right. And they provide thrust every direction.
But only for hover vessels.
I want them to introduce different types of propulsion, so that instead of just having thrusters on everything, imagine this. You run across an alien spaceship. It's using the exact same thrusters that you are, but yet you've never met this species before. How does this make sense?
I know.
It doesn't. So I was thinking they could introduce thrusters that are exactly the same, that are just different designs of thrusters that do the same thing. So
that's what most games do. They'll be the same technology, just looks different.
Yeah, mechanically it's the same, requires the same everything. It just looks different, and have it be like a graviton thrust drive or something like that. Where it instead of putting thrust out, it's got like sort of gravity waves or whatever, and
Or maybe you'll have to build a device for your vessel to make alien stuff compatible. It's just a block you slap on your ship.
I found an orbital junkyard.
Oh, with the landmines or the minefield?
No. This is one of my orbital junkyards that's protected by a Xerax turret that is blasting out tons and tons of red plasma.
Lasers.
But
plasma.
Well, it's not. It's the equivalent of the green stuff, but for space. It goes further
red.
and faster. Yeah, it's red. All right,
just duck behind a ship. You'll be fine.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm ducking behind a ship, but I'm coming in to mark.
Once I get rockets on my SV, I'll probably build a different SV for bombing runs.
All right, I marked it as a junkyard so I can see it in space. I marked my position because I could not see the stuff on the map for some reason. But I marked my position, which was hiding behind a thing. Here's another junkyard not too far from that one. Let me see if I can mark this one as well.
This is gonna suck. I'm going into Xerax territory. I'm so
slow.
The
ship is in Xerax territory.
Well, there's not like heavy amounts of troopers or patrols, because this is not normal. This is not vanilla Empyrion.
There will be Xerax patrols there.
But it'll be just the easy ones that I can kill, not the droids and.
Yeah,
I have seen them. Yeah, I remember. I have been there.
When we were next to the what do you call them? When we were next to the junk trawler, there was a scout troop of the mechanoids, the blue mechanoids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. That's what just came to mind when I said that.
All right, here is another vessel out
There's a weird map
here.
glitch on here. There's like a section of land that just gets completely cut off right at a longitude line on the map. It's kind of funny.
I think this is another Polaris freighter. Yeah, this is Polaris Tug.
So we're neutral with everybody except Xerax.
I believe so, yes. Yeah. That's largely because you've had to kill Xerax and they're attacking our bases and we're retaliating, and you know.
And they were hostile towards us since the beginning, so screw them.
So after I get the player missions, the what do you call them? The specialty missions finished. I'm planning on introducing faction-based missions for Xerax and Polaris that are repeatable.
So they can start liking you?
Reputation and
yeah.
Yeah, well, that will give you reputation and credits and such for for those factions. But what I'm going to be doing is for the Xerax mission, it's basically going to be an open bounty on Polaris freighters. So you have to go and take out Polaris freighters to do it. So each freighter you take out gives you a little bit of reputation towards the Xerax, gives you a little bit of credits. And for the Polaris, it's going to be hunting ghost ships.
And taking out ghost ships is like any other CB. Take out the rear thrusters and just get into it.
Yeah, no, because it's basically the same as freighters. I'm also considering introducing actual Xerax freighters. Oh, I found the station. Introducing
Good.
Xerax freighters that are like small patrol vessels or something.
Maybe bounties on patrol CBs on planets.
Okay, yeah, I've got the thing.
Okay, and Leslie click away from the ship.
It says, very nice. The station would make a superb base. If you know an engineer, they may be able to repair it for you. And then the next thing says, oh no! The short-range warp drive you received isn't put together yet. Use a larger advanced constructor to assemble your short-range warp drive. Then you can use a small vessel to venture further into the system. You received the parts to build a short-range warp drive. Use a larger advanced constructor to assemble it. Let's go.
For an SV, right?
Yeah, it's for an SV. That's the short-range warp drive is the SV one. So for the people watching my video, this base I designed myself, and then I turned it into a derelict thing. I designed it as a fully functional base for somewhere between 15 to 20 players, and so if you wanted to use it on a what do you call it, on a server and whatever, and set it up, that you could do that. And then I turned it into this this derelict. I don't think I've published it yet. Let's see.
Links are in the description.
Orbital station.
I see a Xerax guy.
I believe it is this one. 10.6 is what it is. So I'm going to rename this. All right, I renamed it Orbital Space Base.
Gotcha, bitch.
And it is published. Well, it will be momentarily. But so you'll be able to subscribe to that and then spawn in a fully functional version of this design. And it's got a habitation area over here, engineering area over here, and over here is its cargo area. And then down here we have its hangar bay or whatever.
That
now,
was
right
totally
now,
worth
none
it.
of it is working, but
I only used like 3 or 4 laser shots, and he gave me 18 of his ammo.
yeah, no, that's
Profit.
usually how it works with Xerax.
Profit. All right.
But okay, let me. I don't know why it's not showing up on. It's showing up on my mini map, but it's not showing up on like in my map. So I'm just going to come down here, land on it, and then set my location.
Okay, where does the core go on this thing? Right, yeah, right here.
And I named it Derelict Orbital.
Oh, that instantly went spoiled.
I found that thing faster than I thought I would, so I'm heading back down to the planet, and then I'm going to come to where you are to see if I can help you salvage things and whatnot.
Okay. You can go through the cargo. Accord it. Gotta set defection. I didn't forget. Oh, we have a repair bay. A repair station, I mean. We can fix
that comes with a repair station. All right, I am heading that direction.
And if you need food, there is food in the fridge, because there was some on the ship.
Alright, cool.
I need to put in one RCS, which I didn't bring with me. I didn't bring one with me.
So basically, I'm going to leave the repair of the ship to you, but if you want any suggestions on how to repair it, let me know. After all, you are the engineer.
Should I? There are 12 RCSs on this ship.
Yeah. Keep in mind, one Tier 2 RCS is the equivalent of 16 Tier 1 RCS.
Really?
Hence the reason one Tier 2 RCS is 1.4 million CPU. Which I think is odd, because in order to have a CPU that can use 1.4 million, you need to be like level 15, level 20,
Bajillion?
something like that.
You need to be, well, for the CPU, it doesn't get that high, I don't think.
It does on the CV. On the CV, a tier 4 CPU is 20 million for a CV. Or 10 million, something like that.
Okay, small thrusters. Okay, I know where those are. They're like right over here. 4 small thrusters and 2 mediums.
Okay.
Is that you? There you are.
No, it's the other player on the server.
Well, I thought it was a critter chasing after me.
There is a flux coil in here in this cargo box.
Alright.
I don't know why, but I really like this design of ship. You put the jitterator upside down.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that after you're coming back into space as well. He's going to complain about it.
I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing it out.
At least I put it in the spot where they're supposed to be.
Okay, yeah, okay, so this is actually going to be a tier 2 CPU ship, because right now it's already tier 2, just doesn't have the which is fine, because you can make tier 2 CPUs with regular shit. Okay.